Welcome to the Get Published podcast, sponsored by Brodie Consulting Group. To get more information about our coaching, publishing, executive ghostwriting, and podcast production services, go to getpublishedpodcast.com. Hello, I am Paul Brodie, and thank you for joining us for another episode of the Get Published podcast, where we help authors get published with a proven system that works. Today, we're being joined by Luther John Dela Cruz, author of The Last Moon Dancer. Luther, welcome to the show.
Hello, Brodie. Thank you for inviting me to your show.
Absolutely. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, go ahead. Thank you.
All right. Question number one. What is the one piece of advice that you would give to a first-time author who is currently writing their book?
Well, the one piece of advice that I would like to share to the first timers if they wanted to write a book is just believe in yourself first. And also, if you have that passion that you wanted to set and achieve, make sure that you know it and study it. That's what I did since I work with the number one entertainment company in the world before. So I decided to write a book and just believe in my passion that I really wanted to follow this passion and create a story that I really wanted to share, not just to my fellow Filipinos, but to the rest of the world, like how our culture and myths are our culture, our myths are also interesting to know, and this story that I really wanted to share, not just to my fellow Filipinos, but to the rest of my friends in the world. Yeah, that's just follow your heart, believe in your dreams, and work on your passion and study. That's what I wanted to share to them.
And what do you feel is the hardest part about getting published?
Well, for me, since I'm a self-published author, it was like not a struggle for me, but it's just like one man team, because I used to do a lot of research about how to self-publish. So most of my savings, I use it to just edit everything. I traveled all over the world. For example, like some chapters when I'm traveling, I write, and then I found like a great artist from London. It's like an independent company in London to do my cover. So it's really hard to find the right people to help you out when you're like a self-published author. I'm just glad that I was supported by my friends and some friends around the world. So that's the hardest part of being like a self-published author. So yeah, I think that's one of the main struggle that I experienced so far.
Well, let's talk about marketing. So please share a marketing strategy that you're planning to use for your book launch that you feel is going to work well.
Well, since I like study and do some research about like marketing strategy, I haven't done it yet, but I think it would be effective if you establish like a connection first with your readers. For example, like me, I set up a Facebook page for my book, and then I had like 1,000 likes for the first 3 months. I think that would be a great idea just to connect with the people, or like some readers that you shared same interest with the book. So I think that would be effective as part of like a marketing strategy,
Well,
and it works well for me. And I think if for the first timers, like first time self-published author like me, that would be effective. I assure them.
Well, speaking of books, I'd like to know what is your favorite book and what was the number one thing that you learned from it?
Well, I have read a lot of books, but like when I was a kid, I used to read like Harry Potter books. Actually, I love them, but I really love J.K. Rowling. He's actually one of my idols. Like I really idolize her because of her struggle, to get some people or like company to believe in her like story. So I learned that it's just never stop dreaming, and if you really wanted something, it will happen in the right timing if God permits. So that's the one thing I learned about the book. And also, like, I love Harry Potter because it's all about friendship and, like courage and following your dreams, what you wanted in life also.
And for a final question, what is your favorite quote and why?
Okay. Well, I really love Beyonce. Beyonce knows ever since she's part of the Destiny's Child. So I really love her quote, which is, it goes something like this. Aside from her songs, I really love her songs too. So it says, if everything was perfect, you would never learn and you would never grow. So that's from Beyonce. So it's been with me since like I was like in college. So this quote really gives a lot of impact to me when it comes to my career, my passion, and what I wanted to do in my life. So I struggled a lot. Like I faced discrimination here, abroad, everywhere. So I think if life is perfect, if everything is perfect, you'll never had the chance to learn and improve yourself and grow as a person. So, and I think I'm matured enough now, and I think I'm ready to share my story because it's a fairy tale book. I think everyone loves fairy tale. I think it's time for the world to know that we have like a fairy tale in the Philippines, just like this. It's called The Last Moon Dancer. I think she's ready.
Well, Luther, I want to thank you for being a guest on the show. What is the best way for people to find you online?
Well, they can follow me on my Facebook account. It's Lim Luther John. They can also follow my Facebook account for the book. It's called The Last Moon Dancer, the first Filipina princess.
Well,
So yes, that's it.
well,
And my book is also out in Kindle Unlimited in Amazon for ebook. So if they really wanted to check, they can check that out.
well, Luther, thank you once again for being on the show, and I wish you all the best in your author journey ahead.
All right, thank you so much, Brodie.
Thanks again for joining us today. To learn more about how you can be featured in our brand new Get Published business book, go to getpublishedpodcast.com.